Alright, today I'm going to show you how to reflow your PS3 with the PS360 repair kit. This is a repair kit right here. You get the T10 screwdriver, that'll take off the top lid of your PlayStation 3. You get 3 tubes of this silver thermal compound as well. You also get a dropper bottle with the PS360 No Clean Reflow Flux. You'll get 2 copper shims also in this kit to fit both of the chips inside the PS3, and also the isopropyl alcohol wipes to clean off the old thermal paste. Okay, this is the PS3 we're going to be fixing here today. The owner fixed this himself about a month ago, and it lasted about 2 weeks for him, so he's brought it in to me, see if I can do the repair and get it up and going for a long time rather than the 2 weeks that he got from it. So I'll just show you the symptoms that we're getting from it. So we'll turn it on, and then we just get the red flashing light. So we can see that it's stuffed. This is known as a yellow light of death. So we're going to take it apart and get it fixed now. Now, I'm not going to show you how to actually take the PlayStation 3 apart because there's plenty of YouTube videos showing you how to do that already. So I'm just going to take it apart and we're going to skip right to the next bit where we get right into fixing it. Okay, now you see we've taken the PlayStation 3 apart, and I've already cleaned all the old thermal paste off both of the chips here, you can see, so they're all nice and clean. I've also cleaned off the thermal paste from the heatsink assembly, so you can see that's all nice and clean. So now the next step before we actually reflow the PlayStation is to apply the flux. So I know this is the thing that a lot of you guys are interested in, so I'm going to show you that right now. Alright, so we'll take our PS360 No Clean Flux right there. Okay, we'll just crack the lid, it's all nice and sealed when you get it. So we'll just open it up, and there we go. Now this bit is very easy. So basically what we're going to do is underneath these 2 chips here, if you look at them, I can't really show you here on the camera, but behind the chip here, if you look on the side of it, you'll actually see all the little solder joints in there. So that's what we want to put the flux onto, and that's what we want to create our bond with. So now basically all I'm going to do is just grab the dropper bottle, and I'm just going to place the flux up the top there. It'll come out quite easily and drip quite quickly. Now you mightn't be able to see it on the video, but it will drip out the bottom side when you get enough in there. And so when you've got it coming through, that's when you know that everything's good. Now once you've done that one side, I want you to just turn it the other way. So we'll just turn it around this way so you can see, and we're just going to put flux on the other side as well. So we want to hit both sides of all the solder joints inside. But what we'll do is actually put some on these 2 little components here. You'll see them quite easily. So we'll just put a little bit there. Same way as you did with the chips. So both sides. Okay, so we've done all that now. Basically the next step is to reflow. I'm going to leave that for 15-20 minutes now, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you how to apply the thermal grease, and then I'm going to show you how to put on the copper shims as well when we're done. So I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Alright, now it's been about 20 minutes or so since I reflowed this PlayStation 3, so you can see I can pick it up now, it's nice and cool. Now we're going to grab our thermal paste and we're going to start applying that before we get our copper shims down. So just remember the thermal paste does go a long way, so don't go overboard in putting it on. Okay, so basically I'm just going to use a little bit of cardboard here that I cut off. It's just from a hot chocolate box, if you can see that. Just a little bit of cardboard, so that'll be right to spread out the thermal paste. So something good that you'll have at home as well that you can use. So basically we'll just spread it out. now we'll open up the copper shims. Alright, that one is an exact fit, and this one is the one that's just a little bit larger than the chip, because both chips are just a little bit different size. So what I want to do is I just want to put a bit of pressure down so when I put the PlayStation back together that the copper shims don't actually fall off. Now this other shim that is a little bit larger, I just want to make sure that you center it on the actual chip, because there's not much room left over when you actually put the top cover back on to go around the chip, so you've got to make sure it's on properly. So if you want, you can do it the other way. You can put the thermal paste on here and put the copper shims on here, and then you can just drop your PS3 board back on there upside down, so the shims won't have any opportunity to fall off, and also at least you'll know that you've got this in the right place. But I've done this a few times, so I'm pretty confident in getting it all in the right place, so we'll just do it like this. So now all I'm going to do is just reassemble it. So basically you're done. You've done your copper shim repair with your PS3, and that's it. So enjoy your PlayStation. What I will do is I'll put it all back together and I'll show you that it is actually working with the whole kit. So now I've reassembled the PlayStation 3. So, and I've just plugged it in and turned on the rear switch, so we get our little red light on at the front. So now I'm just going to turn it on and see how our repair went. Looking good so far. No flashing red light. We had that flashing red light well and truly before now, so we can see everything's nice and fixed. So we'll just try and eject his disc. And we've got a game in there as well, so we can see that it's all up and going again. We'll pop the game back in there for him. So PS360 repair kit with your PlayStation. Now this will last you a minimum of 6 months. With all the testing that I've had, I haven't had any more than 6 months of testing, but have had nobody back at all yet to say that their PS3 has failed after we've done the copper shim repair. So enjoy your PS3. It should probably last for forever.